Come one, come the 30 people that usually watch these videos. So, hey guys, Baseball over 312 here, and we already have an attack on this random, medium hilly stage. It's one of those stages where the elevation's vastly higher at the end than at the beginning, but in the end you really look back on it, and, I didn't do that much climbing to get there. So it's one of those stages. There's just not really descents. Anyway, so what you end up with is a guy like Porsayedi, Alright, so Porsayedi, and he's so sad that he literally couldn't break away. As has become a commonplace at the beginning of these stages, oh man, Moreno Moser puts in a devastating attack, and Luis Leon Sanchez, who actually has 76 acceleration, couldn't match it. Okay. Tommy Vogler and Sarah Motens is right there, and so is Esteban Chavez trying to get in the mix. Now he's been really injured. He's in 188th place, an hour behind. He's been falling off every single stage, but he's trying now. So that's interesting. Oh, and there goes Ikolinski, who's going for the 99th time this year so far. Christophe Reblon, he still races. I thought he retired after Alpe d'Huez like 3 years ago, but he did not. He's still racing. Oh, Rebellin. Rebellin's back for vengeance after yesterday. Moser's already dead, and the pack has caught back up with them. You know what? Most of the time, this is a pretty anticlimactic part of the stage, because the move that I end on doesn't even stick. So I'm just going to end it here, and we'll see when a real move breaks out. So a real break has made it here, and it's Rebellin, Cunigo, and Rodriguez. And Rebellin takes the sprint to add on to those 3 points. He's clearly going for it. Well, David Rebellin really wants these mountain points, and it's actually... These guys could all be in the running for it, although Rodriguez, who actually has the most points with 3 from earlier breaks, isn't going to be able to pull it out. Cunigo, on the other hand, kind of just strolls over after following Rebellin the whole way. I believe that was a third cat, so both of them should get something from that. Let's see. Actually, they all did. Cunigo 3 points, Rebellin 2, and Rodriguez 1. Oh, not good. It's Cunigo who just fell off his bike and is now really pushing to stay ahead, but does he actually think he's going to get back? I mean, he probably could with how PCMAI works, but would it really be worth it? I think he should just sit up. I don't think he's going to, but I think he should. Because up ahead, Rebellin and Rodriguez are still pushing on. There's an intermediate sprint right here. I think Cunigo should nurse his injuries and just go back, and hopefully he can pick up on the mountain points or something, if that's what he's trying to do later on. Some guys already falling behind. Jack Cummings, Ziggy Silva, Rodriguez, and Rodenberg, Addy, Garnu, Beestrom, Trofimov, another Rodriguez, and some of these guys. Sakharin's behind. Wow. I mean, I know he's lost time, but what's the reason for him to be behind, at this point? Rodriguez also behind, and so is Guardini. Gio Ulisi's very injured, which isn't good for Ferry Abraham low cycling. So, yeah. Cunigo's still dangling out there, but it looks like he's going to come back pretty quick. It's looking right now as if nobody from the break is going to actually even contest those mountain points. Rebellin's the only one left after Rodriguez dropped off, cracked, and went back to the peloton. Cunigo was obviously picked up a while ago. And yeah, so Saxo are on the front. They really do want to bring this back. For who exactly? Let's remind me. It's for Sepp Van Marke. Yep, it's for the cobble stage. I knew it the whole time. I knew it. But in all seriousness, Rebellin's team doesn't really have anybody that you would think they would pace for, but they are. Giant, on the other hand, obviously have Rebel guys, so that's why they're pacing. And Rebellin's just dangling out there. He's got 43 meters for 43 years or whatever he is now. In this, I think he might be 43, but he's definitely, I think he's older than Horner, so yeah, we'll see. Well, Tinkoff are still at the front, blistering pace, and it says that it's for Fulsang. But Fulsang's not even here. You know who is here? Gilbert. Now, the break was caught before this climb even started, which means that it's probably a little more interesting than it normally would be. I expect somebody to take a flyer, but the pace has just been so high. Now Van Marker's cracked, so somebody's got to take a flyer here, you would think. Looks like Charuka's trying to, but he's just not good enough to actually break away. And there goes Arredondo on his... And Rebellin's coming back! Rebellin's coming back! Is Rebellin gonna... No! No, Rebellin loses out on the mountains points by a hair. That's absolutely hilarious. Arredondo and Kanger shoot by Charuka. David Rebellin almost just came back. Oh man. Oh man. Sometimes you just wonder what the world really means. It's Kanger and Arredondo. They got 36 seconds. Arredondo sits up. And because Giant's on the front with all of their sprinters. Bonin, Buhani, Battaglia, DeBusschere. And meanwhile, pretty much everyone's just chilling. All the main guys. I don't know. I feel like it's probably going to come down to a sprint. But a lot of the sprinters are gone for the Ani, obviously. Yeah, so Rebellin came back. That's hilarious. Now it's just Tanel Kanger, and I'm not sure what he thinks he's going to get from this, but we will see. We'll stay right to the finish here now that we're under 20K anyway. It's Giant on the front. Peter Keenhoff is on the front of the peloton with Jesper Hansen and Jens de Baker, man, the Bushes in New York. All right. So Teddy Van Gorderen right here. He has been totally abandoned by Kyle, and even despite his 80 mountain and 77 TT and his good placing from the TTT, they decided to go all in for Gilbert's holding the jersey right now and having stage wins. So it's gonna be interesting. Kanger's about to be caught. I don't see any sprint trains. Like, Sam Bennett's right up here, but he's been protecting Hagedal the whole day. So that's not great AI. And there's still 140 guys left. So most of the sprinters are probably left. But the question is, where are they? And Philippe Gilbert in the red jersey has attacked. And Van Marke doesn't want that to go. Obviously, nobody wants that to go. But instead of having their teams go on the front, it's going to be Aru trying to attack to reach him on the flat. With Rodriguez right there. Hagedal now coming up. Lars Boom trying to quickly attack. Gilbert's not going to make it. There goes Hagedal. Now Hagedal's attacking. And they've reached Gilbert again. But they haven't actually made any leeway. Now Rui Costa tries. You gotta think eventually Lars Boom and Van Marke are gonna crack. Because they've been pacing for all day. Just all day. And it's this 5-man group up in front as Costa joins them. That are just attacking each other back and forth. Under 3K to go. There's Gilbert. Gilbert's on the front. 2 more guys have attacked. It's Kelderman and Bardet. But Kelderman lost a lot of time. So did Bardet before. And now they're just... Everyone's just trying to get to the finish line. And Gilbert is going to win another stage. No, he isn't. Rodriguez, Gilbert, Costa, Aru, Hagedal, and then Bardet, Kelderman. And then the rest of the group is led in by Peter Sagan in 8th place. And it looks like that's going to be the gap, just general, for the rest of the people. But we will, of course, check up on that once we get into the final. But I mean, every stage so far has just been like I want to say crazy, but not crazy and then like, wow, it was so exciting. Crazy isn't like, what's happening? Well, so far in this Vuelta, we've had Caja win the TTT. A stage win for Rodriguez, 2 for Gilbert, and another for Rodriguez. So you could say that Giant and Caja have definitely had the best. But 5 GC guys, if you count Gilbert as a GC guy now, did gain a few seconds on this stage. So as you can see, that moves Hejidal right up. He was already in 6th, but gains a little bit more time. Aru gains more time, even though he was already in 7th. And who else was in there? Rui Costa, of course, actually leapfrogs into 3rd place over Moreno. So a little move for them, even though it really didn't make any sense how they got to that point. Now, Rodriguez technically catches Gilbert, but it seems like Gilbert is going to keep the green jersey based on comeback. So yeah, he will keep that. Rui Costa, Fabio Aru, Moreno, the biggest sprinter is Peter Sagan, but he's a long way behind right now. And overall mountain is Rodriguez. There really hasn't been any mountains that were majorly contested. You see guys like Rebelin and Rodriguez and Garins and Chiruka, who are all in breaks, and they didn't really get anything out of it because the point values are so small for any of that. And best young riders is Fabio Aru still. He gains a little bit more time in that. On guys like Bardet and Pinot and Kelderman, beyond that, you're thinking a little bit gone. A guy like Rowan Dennis probably won't win either. Even the Yates, they're far behind now. So it's not really going to come down to those 3, and I think that was pretty much expected. And you got Caja Rural, the dream. So they are in 1st in the team classification, and looks like it will stay that way, just like it has since the first day, because they won the TTT and they have really dominated since. Not today. Today goes to Rodriguez. Giant have had an amazing race so far as well. But for now, that is that. Alright, so let's see if anybody important lost time. It seems like everybody finished on 18 seconds. Let's see who didn't. So, you see these are mostly sprinters. TJ Van Garderen loses more time again, but that was to be expected. Alright. Some of the breakaway guys. Kreuzwick has not had a good race at all for Rewall, and that's pretty much it. That's pretty much all of the guys we know, the guys that are really injured and have had a hard time. Let's check on our Lantern Rouge. It's still Jack Cummings. Iggy Silva is really trying to, but will these guys get eliminated once the real mountains come? There's a pretty good chance of it. And a guy like Porsad Yeti could be trying to stalk the lower rankings, because he's 71 mountain. He really shouldn't be this far down, but maybe he's just trying to stalk the lower rankings so he can try to pull out a red lantern right out of his butthole. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Next stage should actually be a sprint stage, but there'll probably be a lot of rain and wind and probably just a lot of crap going on. So just like always. Anyway, thanks for watching. This is Baseball Over 312, signing out.